Right, there's basically my stuff. So I just want to quickly see where I actually kept my diamond bowl. It's in here. I feel like actually maybe just going back out to do some more infusion training. Since eventually I am going to want to get that to 70 for Ancient Cavern. That plus I'll still be able to just access some much better enchantments that I otherwise couldn't just by doing vanilla enchanting. Because if I hadn't mentioned this earlier, you can get Luck of the Sea 5 and Lure 5 onto your fishing rod, but the only way to go about this is through infusion. This isn't something you can achieve with vanilla unless you cheat. Right now I'm just trying to harvest some sheep here, but I'm not having an easy time with it. Not even sure how those golems got in to like the sheep pen at all. Oh, welcome back, Adam Henry. I don't know how these ancient golems got into my sheep pen at all. I'm not sure how they ended up just clipping over the fences and getting in. Like, you basically lost me in that regards. So we'll just go back into Laborian like this. Should be ready for it. What I mainly want to do right now is just find more Pixons so I can continue training up Infusion. I'm actually very close to 60. But it's still just going to depend on what my luck with finding Pixons is. And yes, with the Diamond Bowl, it certainly speeds up the training. Like, quite a bit, because I only have to just right-click the Pixon I need to harvest once, and not, like, multiple times. It's also really ideal, not only is it faster, but you're also going to have hostile mobs attacking you usually, so if you don't want to have to fight and you want to be able to just run, it's much more ideal to be able to just get the entire Pixon in one right-click. You could basically just scoop it up as you're moving, and then just start running towards wherever the next one might be. So really not much else to say right now besides I need to just find Pixons to train Infusion because I ideally want to get that up to 70 sometime soon. Basically, if I hit 70 in Infusion, I can then actually start doing like one of the Ancient Cavern boss fights once I also hit 70 in Augury. 70 runation's also another requirement to fight all the Ancient Cavern bosses, but I'm like 5 levels away from that. Closer to getting that than the 70 in Fusion, I can only imagine. But the 70 Augury is probably still going to be like the longest grind out of the grinds I have to do still. At least when it comes to fighting the bosses in Ancient Cavern. I can continue to train those skills all beyond 70, but won't be necessary if I just want to do Ancient Cavern as soon as possible. And yes, it's basically 4 bosses that are locked behind. Like, all of them are at least locked behind 70 Augury. And then each of them have, like, another skill that they're locked behind if you don't have, like, at least 70 of it in. One being mining, one being, well, doing what I'm doing right now. One being making runes, and the other actually training the hunter skill. Also doesn't help I kind of stopped seeing Pixins now. Sometimes it just takes like a couple minutes to even find any. But even then, they're not that uncommon. Sometimes I just so happen to get really unlucky with this. Oh, there we go. Finally seeing more. 59 infusion. One more level and I'll be at 60. From what I remember seeing on the Advent of Ascension wiki, I could then actually start to train the skill in the Abyss, and I think I'd get better experience rates even using a Stone Bowl on those other Pixons in the Abyss, but it's probably going to be more dangerous. I just find it's a lot easier to survive in Laborian than it is in the Abyss. About the deadliest thing that can trip you up in Laborian is probably the Sea Vipers. The Abyss has like a lot more mobs you need to be on high alert for. Particularly ones that can kind of just lock you out of movement entirely unless you kill them. Well, at least with speed armor on, it's a lot easier to escape that actually happening. I might actually have to give it a try in the Abyss anyways, the infusion training. Because if Pixons can't spawn in water, I think it's going to kind of just slow down the training here if I continue doing so here, even if it's going to be safer to do so here. Yeah, this is still, like, for the most part, safer than trying to just do stuff in Abyss. There we go. There's some more Pixons. I see one all the way over there. Now, if I could just find more of these and get to level 60, but these Pixons really don't feel like showing up much right now. Maybe I should actually try and stay in an area where there's basically a lot of land and not so much water. So I'm thinking maybe the Pixons can actually spawn directly on water tiles. Like they might need like an actual like other sort of block to spawn on. I mean, it's just a theory I've been having. I mean, it would make sense. And if that's the case, it basically kind of inhibits the Pixon's ability to really spawn in. But the Abyss doesn't have like these pools of water everywhere, so that won't be a factor. But it's likely going to be more dangerous in there, from the mobs I remember seeing. There we go. So there's some more. I'll take that water stone. I'll definitely take that up. Alright, that's a lot of sea vipers. I might die soon. Gotta be careful here. Actually, no, we're fine. So I didn't bring Rosedons. That really shouldn't be that much of a big deal at all anyways. I could probably do this whole search just fine without. It's just if I actually want to get on top of one of these coral reef things here, just so I can get a better look at the surrounding area, I'd have to basically just climb up myself the old-fashioned way. That's a fishing master right there. Nowhere near close enough to get to, like, maxed out fishing level, though. Or hauling, as this game calls it. Yeah, I still need to keep getting these pixels to appear, but they're just not doing it at all, basically. They're just not showing up, literally not appearing. Okay, now I see more, finally. Sometimes they just never want to appear, basically. I'm just trying to get a good look at the surrounding area, see if I can just easily spot Pixons from up here. I try and just find a good place to stand where I can easily see Pixons, and then basically just go for them as I find them. It looks like it's probably going to work out better than just running around randomly and aimlessly. Right, I got more mobs on me, I need to just clear off. Maybe I will put some copper coins away in here quickly. And this too, and those, because I'm not going to be using them whatsoever. I kind of want to just clear out some inventory space if possible. So let's just quickly do that. So I can actually just keep more copper coins with me. Yes, this looks like it's going to be a lot better means of finding Pixons. Just kind of stay up there, look around, because you get a really good view from up here. Kind of stand up here where you get a good view and then just look for Pixons. And then basically go after them as you see them show up. Give me a better idea here. I can then stand up here and probably get an even better look, see? What I could basically do is just stand up here and then look around the area and see if any Pixons do appear, and then just go after them as they show up. Because from up here the view's pretty nice. Doesn't help that every couple seconds more mobs just spawn on my spot and I gotta clear them out. And most of them don't even drop anything useful at all. You just need to look hard enough and you'll be able to spot them. I can stop just getting stuck in the water all the time, that would help too. I think I'm probably gonna go into the Abyss as soon as I get to level 60. Oh, I didn't even pick that up earlier. That's probably gonna be useful, and I didn't even pick it up sooner. Because I didn't have inventory space for it. Could have just never realized it was there and never found it. I had no idea that was even on the ground at all. I'm actually now getting somewhat close to level 16 infusion. If I can keep finding Pixons, then we'll get it, but now my luck's starting to just get better with the Pixon finding. There's 2 more of them just right next to each other, actually, if I can harvest them. I'm not even sure I don't even know what's hitting me right now. I think I might need a new bowl before I actually can get the 60 infusion, because this diamond bowl is starting to look like it's reaching the end of its life at this point. I might need to make a new bowl and come back and then just basically finish up the training. That is, if I can just face the right way so I can start heading back to the overworld portal. I need to just be facing the right way, but that's easier said than done. So I guess we'll start running back at this point. At least that one is nice and easy to see. Can't scoop it up though, and these guys are gonna kind of stall me. Alright, we got no more bowl. So I won't be able to pick up whatever Pixons I do happen to just run into, because I can't scoop them up anymore. My bowl's gone. And we're almost at level 60 infusion, basically, at this point. I guess maybe just camping one spot where you feel like a lot of things are going to spawn is probably going to be the best option. That plus we're actually pretty close to the exit portal, so I think we'll just quickly run in there. Get ourselves a stone bowl, or make a new one, whichever. Get the 60 infusion, and then I guess go to the Abyss. Yeah, if I could just get there. Just get to my portal and leave. Or I could actually just use up these stones here on the infusion table, and that'll guarantee that I get 60 infusion. Rather than having to go back out to Laborian just for a bit more experience, I can just basically use them all here. And that'll be my 60 infusion right there. And it might even be another glaring infusion stone if I'm lucky. I said might, but we didn't get it. But we did get some more infusion experience. Also, what I'm going to opt to do is just make night vision goggles again. This time, put unbreaking on them. So it'll take more damage before they break apart on me again. Because I had like a leftover enchantment book there. Or I could just go about getting unbreaking on these this way. But I think I'd rather maybe just get like the protection too. Because what if I get a type of protection I don't want, just doing the enchanting? I mean, it's hard to say really what I should do. Because I'd rather just have normal protection over something like fire blast protection that it's kind of like too situational for me to really just get use out of. Like, I don't want something just situational in nature. I want something that basically always works. We'll just go for it and get Unbreaking 3. Without any other extra enchantments. Now let's see if Protection 3 might show up just by doing this. And so far it doesn't look like it is. Protection 3 is just not appearing right now. I want to see if I can also get like a high level of protection on those goggles, even if the game doesn't feel like it's gonna give it to me. Even if the game like just might not give it at all. Okay, what's that? Even if it looks like the game isn't gonna give me that. Yeah, we simply just might not get this. So let's get back into my base and see like if we can do a bit more enchanting like so. Fire protection, are you kidding me? Now I hit it. Except now I need 2 more levels from basically anything. Bunch of books I'm probably never going to use anyways. So let me just see what I can quickly do on such short notice. Took me that many tries just to roll Protection 3 with the books. Which is unfortunate indeed. Let's see if maybe I can just harvest myself enough seeds to just basically feed more chickens and then repopulate them. Let's see if that's going to be a viable option. We'll try this. Get seeds, feed the chickens. We'll go for that. Alright, now let's go feed some chickens. Yes, I will have to just organize what's in these shulker boxes too, by the way. Maybe I'll kill a couple too. Get some more food and just more butcher experience, because with how many I might be hitting, I'm probably going to get quite a few bloodlusts to show up. I still have like 6 random copper coins in my inventory. Like, I need to just get this inventory organized. It's kind of a mess right now. I'll turn some of this wheat to just bread. I'll leave the rest of the wheat I still already do have. I think I can afford to start killing a couple. I think I've done good with repopulating the chicken farm here. This has just been made so much more efficient by having some that just throws the eggs automatically. Probably like one of the best things I've done on this world was just this simple thing. Just throw eggs. And it is really simple behind the scenes. It's exactly what I did to just basically have an automated item throwing out system. Something that's basically just made to throw out items I really don't want. If I can just get back in. Pretty sure I can stop now at killing the chickens. A librarian convention. Yeah, I can imagine they definitely have those. I'm almost ready to go back into the Abyss to do some more infusion training there. Yeah, I still have plenty of chickens to work with. And then that'll just be also more food to cook for later use. I basically got it made here. And there's still all this that I've yet to start tapping into. So now I can finally go do this. And then we can put this onto our night vision goggles. Then I'll just re-equip these. Is the ground of the chicken place made out of hoppers? Actually, no. I still pick up the items manually. It's just I have something that basically just throws the eggs automatically. It's basically like a circular minecart track, so the minecart goes in the circle infinitely. And one of those minecart tracks is like a pressure plate minecart track. It's connected to like a dispenser that's connected to like... Yeah, it's connected to a dispenser. The chest is connected to a hopper, so everything that goes in the chest goes to this into the hopper, then into the dispenser. And then minecart just triggers the dispenser and then basically just fires off the eggs. So I basically don't have to throw them myself. Now I just realized I can save this book for later. Let me just be sure I'm right to actually go in the abyss. This looks just about right to me. Except I need a stone bolt to actually keep the Pixons in. And then we can start doing it. I was about to maybe go in without something to keep the Pixons in. That would have been stupid. I think maybe I'm actually going to want to keep my healing stabs in my inventory since Abyss is deadlier than Laborian, what I find. I find it's just deadlier to survive in there, so... It's only going to make sense to just have these in the hotbar in case things go really bad. Probably also going to leave an inventory space for that. I'll probably manage the rest of all this later, perhaps. I'd really like to just actually get back into the whole Pixon infusion training. I'd like to get back into infusion training as soon as possible. Just basically deciding how to keep the inventory. They should add stabs, as a matter of fact, this mod does add stabs. Vanilla Minecraft doesn't have stabs, but this one does. I got more stabs actually in my vault. This is still stuff I have yet to actually go sort, because I'm just still really busy actually claiming stuff. Still busy either training skills or looking for more items, things like that. So all that stuff is still yet to be sorted, including 2 more God's Great Blades. I'm probably not going to get every single item. I'm just wondering how close I'm going to get. I could certainly come close, that's for sure. Hopefully these goggles hold up well. Hopefully I don't get into too many fights either, because I'd rather just find the Pixons. But thankfully they really just stick out, so they're very easy to see. Laborian's Pixons weren't so easy to see, but these ones really stand out a lot better. But we got deadlier mobs to worry about, so if I get rushed by a group of mobs, then it could spell trouble for me. Now I gotta go back to using stone bowls. As long as the Pixons don't move around too much, it's not gonna be that bad. I have no idea how much quicker this is than just training in Laborian. if it's really that easy to find the Pixons, it's probably going to be a lot quicker. Just because they're going to be a lot easier to actually see. I'll probably be doing quite a bit of fighting just to basically not end up dead here. Yeah, this might actually go by very quickly. Even if I necessarily don't have plans on using the Shining Infusion Stones for anything in particular. At least this training method's probably going to be a lot quicker. Especially once I can start using the Diamond Ball. Did I kill the Ender Dragon? A long time ago, yes. And I also killed her a second time, too. I did kill the Ender Dragon, like, twice. The second time around, I wanted to get Dragon's Breath, because I actually did end up finding use for it. Yeah, these Pixons are already a lot easier to just find, because they really stick out. Like, most of the Abyss is just red and black, but these Pixons are, like, yellowish color, so they really stand out. As long as the Abyss is light on mobs, I should have no problem just surviving in here. And even if I get caught by a group, I can always just save myself with healing stabs if it comes to that. Yeah, it's basically just shades of red and black everywhere. Except maybe for these eyeballs. So finding, like, the actual bits of yellow is going to be really easy. And I'm already almost level 61 in Fusion. Yeah, with the speed armor, you can actually outrun the Distorter's gravitational pull. Without it, I really can't say the same. This is kind of the reason why I want a Diamond Ball. So I could just scoop up the Pixon in one right click and not have to worry about this thing just shooting me down. But I'll just get the whole Pixon anyways, and then I'll be able to just run for it and go to the next one. Because sometimes you'll probably be doing a lot of running in the Abyss just to not die to these mobs here. Like, those fiends with the one eye, they're not that deadly. Oh, fuck, I got caught on 2 bloodsuckers, right? Yeah, 2 bloodsuckers are directly on me. One just snuck up from right behind me and could have killed me. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely have to eat up before doing anything else. And just see what the hell is going on here. Like another guy just snuck up on me. Now I'm being hit by something I can't even see. Bloodsucker is gonna kill me if I don't just boot it. I can't get away because it just... Oh my... I literally... Oh no. Now there's a Distorter sucking me in towards it. I need to just get some distance between these guys. Like, I need to just get away. Like, I literally can't stay there and just tank all this damage. Like, I'm just gonna waste perfectly good runes if I do that. So let's just get some distance and then kill them. I don't want to waste perfectly good runes on these guys. I'd rather just save them for boss fights. Or Immortalis runs, or whatever. I'd rather just save them for the even harder stuff. Not just waste them all here. Well, at least the infusion training is still going very well. Pixons are really easy to see, so they're really easy to find. It's just the fights could probably get a lot more brutal, especially if you factor bloodsuckers into the equation. They heal up a lot of health every time they hit you. And it's just really easy to get jumped out of nowhere like this. And find it almost impossible to even escape at all. You have no idea how easy it is to just get jumped out of nowhere in this mod, in the Abyss. And then you literally can't run. Because of slowness and something pulling you towards it. But I think I'm gonna get away still. But I'm gonna manage to just get out alive regardless. Also, did I mention I couldn't see very well either? Because of the blindness effect from the fiends. Yeah, good thing I invested in the Unbreaking 3. Otherwise we might actually be just about to lose our goggles at this point. I haven't even been in here for very long at all. Yeah, this is why I brought the healing staffs. Just a really good chance of getting jumped on by like 4 or 5 plus mobs. And if I wasn't trying so hard just to train Infusion, I'd definitely be focusing a lot more on just making sure I don't get ganged up like that. Yeah, with the healing staffs, I'm gonna make it out alive, but I'd rather just not waste important runes. I'd rather save them for bosses. Or anything that's even harder than surviving the Abyss. Only thing I got going for me is these are a lot easier to see than they were in Laborian. Okay, I'm about halfway to level 62 Infusion. I started this livestream at level 58. Almost at 59. Now I'm halfway to 62. And it hasn't even been an hour yet, and I've been making good progress with the training. Shouldn't be long before I'm at 70, if I keep doing this. Basically non-stop. Shouldn't be long before I get to 70. Like, this is certainly going by way quicker than Augury, that's for sure. Except now you need to actually find more Pixons. Because they're not exactly showing up right now. This is the problem I sometimes have with Pixons just simply not appearing. Yeah, I guess some of it does. I'm gonna have to just kill these before I can leave. I just got ganged up on by 4 distorters. And I can barely even hit them properly. Well, at least all of them are dead now. At least it was just distorters and nothing else in the mix. How many bloodsuckers are you gonna throw at me? Uh-oh. Kinda stuck in a corner. Usually it's best to keep a distance from these guys whenever possible. Otherwise they'll just heal health quickly as they just damage you. Just got something called a blood iron. Must have not had that before. I don't remember getting that drop off them before. I got a blood drainer, but not the blood iron. So that's another item just unlocked. There's one that actually can. And then there's one that can just heal up whenever it hits you, quite a bit of health, also slow you down. Combine that with the gravitational pull of the distorter and it might be almost impossible to escape. If you get caught up in like a group of those, it's nearly impossible to get out. Unless you have a good healing method. It's basically almost impossible to escape. There are some more Pixons to harvest. Nice. Not to mention with the pull effect going on, it's kind of hard to actually aim your sword at them. As if you really need that when you're just having your health drained by all this combat damage. It's not worth it to stay here. I'm just gonna run for it. I'd rather not have to get into a fight with that Web Reaper if I don't need to, so I'm just gonna run for it. Yeah, because those hit very hard. Apparently harder than intended. Not sure if it was intended for them to hit, like, 18 damage. Which is like 9 hearts, assuming you have absolutely no armor on. Obviously with a full set of armor I'm going to take less, but it's still like about 2 hearts every time I get hit, so 5 hits from a Web Reaper if I don't do anything in time I die. But it does have a way to basically dodge damage. Wait, what's my health at? Oh, go. Oh my god, I can't run. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I can't run. Shit, I can't run. Can't even see what my health is. Well, can't run. I have to just stay here and kill these guys or die trying. I can't run. And you never know when you're just gonna get jumped by, like, mobs around the corner. They literally weren't even on the same screen and then they fucking all just jumped me. They literally all just jumped me at once. Like, you never know when something's just gonna spring around the corner and just try and kill you like that. Yeah, even with the speed armor, I still wasn't gonna be getting away unless I just killed those guys off. Alright, so my night vision goggles might break apart soon. Well, I still got away. If I didn't have the healing stabs on me, that would have... No way I would have escaped. Really don't need to go back to that flesh temple right now. I mainly want to just focus on the infusion training, currently. I think it might be safe to start heading back at this point. That way I don't just lose my night vision goggles, because if I lose those, it's going to be much darker, and that'll just make it even easier for mobs to jump me like that. It'll be even more like I get jumped if I can't really see what's going on very well. Yeah, at least when the mobs are by themselves, it's usually a lot easier to get away. It's when they spawn in groups, like, it just gets really scary. What's going on now? Wait, what's hitting me? Oh, Web Reaper just hiding over there is hitting me. Might have to maybe just boot it and not even bother harvesting this entire Pixen here, just to be safe. Might be a little dangerous to stay here. No, we'll get the whole thing, it looks like. I can't even see what's walking up towards me at all. Like, I can barely see it. When I'm given, like, freaking blindness, I can barely see what's actually walking up to me. Still not even that close to 63 infusion. Thought it'd at least be a bit closer. Uh-oh, oh no. No, 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 my god. Well, fuck. There might be a problem. Night vision goggles are gone. I literally cannot run. I can't run. I literally can't run. If the Web Reaper starts aggroing me, I'm dead. Okay, I can still see somewhat. And now I lost my speed effect. I'm gonna have to just fucking bolt. I'm gonna die if I don't just leg it here. Like, I'm gonna get torn apart if I stay here any longer. I got no more speed effect. I can barely see anything here. And Distorter got me again. Yeah, at least I can use the Nature Staff to try and just get away. If I'm lucky. Let's see if I can at least just get away from all this. I don't have the speed effect anymore since I lost one of my armor pieces. Lost the night vision. Yeah, too many groups just gang up on you for night vision goggles to be practical here, it seems. You just get ganged up on way too much. Like, this just happens way too often, actually. Like, you just can't get these frickin' guys off of you, like, no matter what you do. Like, just way too frequently, like, I'm losing night vision goggles because they have such low durability. Not to mention these guys just love to gang up on you. So now I gotta replace my night vision goggles again. It's like I literally just can't keep those no matter what. I just got done enchanting them and everything, and we gotta replace them again already. That or I should just make night vision potions instead and not even bother with those goggles. Unless I know, like, I'm not gonna get aggroed too much. But you get aggroed a lot in the Abyss, so bringing those in the Abyss, really not a good idea. They're just not gonna hold up. So, can we almost just say we're done mining here? How many more blocks do I have to break through here just to, like, get out of this giant wall here? To get out of the ground, how many more blocks are we gonna be breaking? And there's, like, a web reaper, I think, right on top of me or something? Now I can continue running along the surface. Even though it was kind of just safer to mine. It was probably safer mining anyways, but hey. Can I find any more Pixons? Oh, there's one. Right, something's pulling me towards it. I think I might just... I'm stuck. No. I'm stuck. I'm trying to harvest this Pixon, but these guys keep sticking me and making me stuck in all this shit. Like, they just don't let me move at all. Also, losing the speed armor really doesn't... Oh, no. How many more guys found me? How many more... Oh, no. How many more guys are gonna find me? Oh, Web Reaper's on me. Web Reaper is on me. I gotta just boot it. Doesn't help I can barely even see what's going on at all. I was really relying on those night vision goggles, and... now I don't have them anymore. Unbreaking 3, Protection 3, night vision goggles can lick my balls. Unbreaking 3, Protection 3, night vision goggles is a piece of shit armor. That or just need to not bring into something like the Abyss. Or give it mending. So it actually gains durability back that it loses, because face mask, night vision goggles, they have very low durability. I think like it's less than a third of the durability of just some ordinary helmet. If anyone's wondering why that just broke apart so quickly. I think for something like just a normal helmet it says 520 durability. For one of these things it says 165. That's definitely less than a third. Not to mention I would have been dead in the Abyss several times over if I didn't just bring my healing staffs. Alright, so let's just basically get some more infusion experience. Let's cash these in for more. This might put me at 63. It might. And I got one of these, so I'd have to just see what I can maybe use it to enchant. Oh, I got 2 now. 3. 4. Wait, what is this? I just got 4 of these power stones. In, like, not even the 100 infusion stones. I was not even really expecting 1, but 4? Okay, what do you use these for anyways? I got 4. Like, the first result for Shining Power Stone is this wiki. 0.5% chance to get, like, a Power Stone. I had, like, a little under 100 infusion stones, and I got 4 of these, so those are really low odds. So what can I enchant? I'm kind of having trouble finding, like, what I could enchant. Infusion table. Infusion page on regarding enchanting. Perfect. So, Shining. Protection. And that seems to be about it. It's good for protection. Which I could just get in vanilla anyways. Not as useful as some of the other stones. At least not with what I'm seeing. Yeah, so far it says, like, it's only gonna give you, like, protection, which I could basically just get through vanilla enchanting anyways. I think I'm actually gonna go back out there and continue the training. Obviously, I'm gonna keep these handy in case it comes to using those. It's probably going to still. But I'm not even gonna bother to replace the goggles right now. I'm just gonna go with night vision potions. I'll probably either just save the goggles for until I get mending, or just use them in a place where I'm probably not gonna get into too many fights, like, unlike the Abyss. I still have quite a bit of Emberstone. Just don't know exactly when I'm gonna have to go back and gather more. I think we still won't exactly have to go back for a while. Yeah, as much as I want to really get use out of those goggles, when it comes to just going through the Abyss, unless the goggles also have mending, it's just not realistic. Unless I really don't stay in there for long. Or somehow get really lucky with avoiding encounters, like, with multiple enemies. I honestly don't think that's ever gonna happen. So this is the helmet. I'm probably gonna repair all of these, actually. I think the drawback for these items that basically can proxy as any helmet is they have like really low durability. Kind of offsets their usefulness if their durability is just so low, they usually break apart very quickly. So I think mending's gonna be like appropriate, or just simply don't use them in dangerous areas. Yeah, I need to get more lunar ingots to basically replace it at this point. Just bring what you probably won't lose, basically. So now I can just run around with the speed armor again. I think I'm actually tempted to just carry the shield at this point. And then again, I think I'd rather not just have it in the off... rather not have it like in the hotbar. I'd prefer to have it in the offhand, but if I do that, then I wouldn't be able to carry the stone bowl in the offhand. Right, these potions are now ready. I'll bring 5, even though I'm probably not going to use 5. I'm bringing 5. And if I have my Rosedons, I'm going to bring those too. I think I might actually just rather have those in the hotbar over a blood accumulator. Or I could just do this. So yeah, night vision goggles, until those get mending, not practical to even bring them into the abyss at all. But they'll just break apart way too quickly, even with unbreaking 3 on them. Just too many possible things can go wrong. Too many encounters gone bad just waiting to happen here. And I think the same is probably going to be true for Dustopia as well. That's also up there for probably one of the harder dimensions to survive in. I think I might be safe to say maybe I could place it above Abyss, because the mobs are there just stronger on average. Not to mention there's this mob that if you kill it, it spawns like 4 more. So you could get overwhelmed pretty easily just trying to fight back. Not to mention there's all this stuff that gives you screen effects that also just makes it hard to see where you're going. And with night vision, it's practically almost impossible to see anything because of how dark it is in Dystopia. So that's probably, like, easily one of the harder dimensions to survive in. At the very least, you definitely can't sleep on it. And when it comes to early game dimensions, I think it's safe to say Abyss is probably the toughest of the early game dimensions in its current state. Not taking into consideration any future updates, which I've heard some of those are going to make the dimension easier to survive in. Mainly because the distorters are going to act differently. Alright, oh no. This is what I was dreading, I tell you. Okay, I'm gonna barely make it away. I'm barely gonna get away. There we go. Nature Staff and just basically run with the speed armor and we can escape. Maybe I'll just keep these also in the hotbar. These Ender Pearls, so maybe I could use those to try and escape. If I can go to get a good Ender Pearl throw to just have it land away from the distorters, that could also help me escape. sneezing doesn't get me killed. Because this is that kind of dimension where you really just don't want to have to take your eyes off the screen for too long. Taking a risk by stopping to just blow my nose. Hands were off the keyboard for a couple seconds. It could have just gone wrong easily. Now, if more Pixons would just appear, but right now I'm not really seeing too many. There should be more spawning, but I can't see them. I'm just gonna teleport over those guys just to be safe. Okay, why are there just always tend to be like 3 of these guys popping out of nowhere? Like, it's always like this. I see one, then it turns out it's actually secretly 3 just hiding. Like, 2 more just literally appear from freaking nowhere. Like, why is it always gotta be this way? Like, it's always like you see one distorter and then suddenly 2 just pop out of freaking nowhere. And then next thing you know, you're basically stuck. And then like another 2 mobs pop up out of nowhere. And you're basically almost dead depending on which mobs they are. Right, there we go. Now we're seeing some Pixins. If only I could use that Diamond Bull, though, still. Except I need to get to, like, 10 levels above 16 Fusion to start using that again. I guess I can teleport away from those guys. Nice. Hence why I brought the Ender Pearls, in case I have to teleport away from Distorter. If I don't want to fight it, I can just teleport out. At least nothing can block you from teleporting. Yeah, if they could do that too, then oh god. So I'm at 64 in Fusion. Started the stream at like 58. So yeah, the whole infusion training's just been going pretty well, except for losing the night vision goggles again. Other than that, I can say we've been pretty successful with the training, of the skill at least. We've gained about like... We've gained over 5 levels. So if I do basically infusion the entire next stream, we'll probably likely be able to end up at 70. And that would be another requirement I basically have down for the Ancient Cavern. If I can just get a better look-see to see if I can spot any Pixons. I should maybe try and at least maybe stop to take a good look. Assuming it's safe to do so, that is. Now, if I could just find more Pixons. Sometimes I just basically can't find any. There we go. But I'm gonna have to just evade Web Reapers. If I keep moving, they probably shouldn't hit me anyways. I think if as long as you keep moving, you're gonna be okay. Two Distorters and a Web Reaper, I'll definitely pass on that. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to maybe kill these guys just so I can actually get my picks in here. Or I guess I'll just run anyways. I'll try and just run. And leave that picks in there. I don't feel like it's gonna be worth it if I have to kill that many Bloodsuckers just to get it. No, there's still like a couple Bloodsuckers. I'm gonna leave. Really tempted to grab that picks in there, but there's three Web Reapers just surrounding it and a Distorter. I gotta leave it. That's way too dangerous to go get unless I just take my time to basically pick off all those enemies one by one. Just rushing in there and trying to grab it, I'm gonna get killed most likely. Yeah, sometimes it's just not worth it to go get the Pixons. It's just like too risky. Or too time consuming. Like you'll probably just find much easier ones to get elsewhere. It's kinda like so. Nowhere near as many powerful enemies surrounding it. And I didn't even get aggroed by any of them. Right, so I'm about halfway to 65 infusion, assuming I just don't use up the stones right away. I can just still use them on the infusion table, and that right there is also going to be just more infusion experience once I get back from this trip. Looks like another upgrade kit I just got. So I got a Blood Iron and an upgrade kit. Oh my. It's either kill these guys or just don't even bother with the Pixon. And they nearly just killed me. Yeah, with 3 of them on me at once. Like, they can just drain my health so quickly with 3 of them aggroing me at once. I'm gotta just pick them off, basically, or just not even bother. I'll just opt to pick them off this time. Probably won't take that long to kill them. Even if just one is still alive, I could still probably feasibly get the Pixon without too much risk. Whoops. Not what I need to do, by any means. Well, I didn't even use up as many night vision potions as I was expecting to. I think I only used up, like... I only used up 3 so far, and I don't know if I'm going to use up my 4th one. Given how my Stone Ball has almost no durability left on it, might not even need to use up the 4th one. Because I'm going to lose my Stone Ball sooner or later anyways. It's just going to run out of durability. That plus you can also hear the Pixons sometimes. Never mind just seeing them. Except now I need to just go catch up to it. And there it is. I should probably start heading back at this point. I'm gonna lose my Stone Ball at any moment now. I have, like, still, like, another night vision potion. I don't know if I want to use it, though. I really don't think I need to stay here right now. I basically got done what I needed to do. Got some infusion experience. I'm pretty satisfied with it. I'm basically fine with what I got right now. Of course, I'll harvest whatever Pixons I do find on the way back, but that's if we see any. And there goes our Stone Ball. And I don't have another one on my inventory at all. Don't have another one on me. So I guess what's going to make the most sense to do right now is just basically leave. So I basically can't pick up whatever Pixons I see right now. I have nothing to actually harvest them with. I don't even know if I'm going the right way, but I can't even stop to think if I'm going the right way, because plenty of mobs trying to kill me. Okay, don't force me into that cave. I don't want to go there. Shit, 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 shit. Alright, fine, fine, we're gonna kill these guys. Got no choice but to kill them. Fine, got no choice. Well, it looks like I'm not getting away from those. I gotta just kill them. Fine, fine, I'm killing them. Fine, whatever. I'm gonna try and just simply leave without using the night vision potion. I mean, I can still sort of see what's going on, but just not very well. I think I can probably get away with just not using the potion and just saving it for later. I know it seems cheap, but I might be able to get away with it. In fact, I think I see the portal. It looks like it's actually just a straight shot to the portal, too. We're out of there. Okay, we escaped. And we just escaped. Holy shit, he can actually jump that high? This guy can jump up 4 blocks and hit me? I had no idea. I want to see him do it again. Yeah, he can jump up to reach you. I'm just gonna go and kill him, though. Yeah, that's probably one of the deadliest mobs by far when you're just starting out your playthrough. Like, you're not even gonna know what hit you when you're just starting out and that scrubby starts chasing you. I think that's what it's called. Scrubby. Easily among one of the deadliest mobs you can possibly run into very early game. Halfway to 66 infusion and another of these power stones I don't really see much of a use for, since I could just get the protection through vanilla enchanting anyways. Don't necessarily need to go and use the Advent of Ascension enchanting to get protection. I didn't see any mention of being able to get a protection level higher than what vanilla allows. Still satisfied with how this whole thing went, regardless. Still got stuff done. And I got another upgrade kit that I don't even know what I'm going to use it on, either. And another Power Stone, don't know what I'm going to use that for, either. And we're halfway to 66 infusion, so we're definitely making progress on this. Getting some really good training in at this point. Yeah, we have certainly had some good training. I'll probably just put this with the other stone I have, because I'm probably going to keep building a platform in Lunaless with that, to try and just assist with getting the rare mobs to spawn in. That is if mobs just in Lunaless, despite them all flying, actually need a block to spawn on. Because I know ground-based mobs, that's for sure like how it works. Like, they need a valid block to be able to actually spawn in the first place. I have 40 moonstones. What else do you even use those for? Used for crafting a troll idol, and do they have like no other use? Because that really its only use. And we got 40 of these and never be able to use them for anything else. Besides killing Smash, when I'm basically already done all that. I was thinking they were at least going to have another use, but apparently that's their only use. Fighting one of the bosses. And I've basically already got that done. Gold Smash statue, and basically completely finished with fighting Smash. So halfway to 66 infusion. Still a long ways off from getting anywhere close to 70 augury. It's just really slow skill to train. So this is basically what we're looking at right now. These are our skills. Yeah, I think my third lowest skill is probably this. And then it's like my fourth lowest is probably augury. Not counting the untrainable skills. My highest is this by like a long shot. I mean, it would be like most logical to maybe just stay on the infusion grind until I'm done with it, since I'm actually getting close. I'm also somewhat close on Renation as well. I'm just wondering which is going to be faster. I can maybe just quickly get a bunch of Runation experience, since I am actually currently carrying some Runium chunks with me. And then it would just be a matter of bringing them to Mysterium and then making Distortion runes there. But I could maybe probably just save those for life runes in the meantime anyways. I think I'll probably just leave it at this for now. If I feel like doing infusion next stream, I might. Just so I can say I've got that to 70. So I can probably do it by the end of the next stream anyways. I just have to make more stone bowls and I can probably just get it. So yeah, 70 infusion by the end of the next stream, should I choose to just go for that in that stream as well. It should be definitely possible. Then I might want to maybe consider either 70 Runation next, or maybe just level infusion further, just to see if I can maybe possibly get myself Luck of the Sea 5 or Lure 5 onto my fishing rod, because that'll just be huge if I can do that. That's perfect. Because yes, you can actually do that just by using the enchants in this mod. But you can't do it with vanilla enchanting. Those won't go above level 3 for each of those enchantments. But I could get them up to 5. And that fishing rod right there, this would be perfect to just put those on. So if I basically just went out of my way to level up this skill, I could maybe go for that sooner or later.